Hello guys, welcome again to ITS, Information Technology Skills. Today we're going to discuss system bus and computer registers. So first, pag-usapan muna natin kung ano ang bus architecture in computer organization. Na-discuss na natin dun sa ibang video natin that a computer is composed of CPU na meron siyang registers, arithmetic logic unit, and control unit. We also have memory and input-output unit ng computer. So how these three parts communicate with each other? That is with the use of what we call as bus. What is a system bus? It is a connection lines used to connect the internal part of the microprocessor chips. So it is a connection lines. Ibig sabihin maraming line. Let's say this is the system bus. So inside the system bus, marami yang lines. These lines may contain different data and different instructions na ibibigay niya dun sa mga part ng computer or the microprocessor. These buses are grouped into three types. We have the data bus. It is a line that carries data to and from the memory. So from the word data, it is a bus that carries data na ibibigay niya or kukunin niya dun sa memory. We also have the address bus. It is a unidirectional responsible for carrying address of memory location or I/O port from CPU to memory or I/O port. So we have the word address. This is a bus that carries the address or the memory location ng data. We also have the control bus. It is a line that carries control signal like clock signal, interrupt signal, or ready signal. So the control bus, it is the bus that controls the different unit or part of the computer. So we have the ready signal na sinasend the control bus. It is a signal that denotes that a device is ready for processing. We also have the interrupt signal that indicates to a device to interrupt its process. So we said kanina, these three components communicates with the use of buses. So we have the data bus, address bus, and control bus. Dun muna tayo sa data bus. The data bus may get or pass data dun sa CPU, pwede din sa memory, and input-output unit. For the address bus, kukunin niya yung address from the CPU and it will pass to the memory or input-output unit. The word control, it manages the units or parts of the computer. It means that it will control the CPU, memory, and input-output unit. Next, what are computer registers? The CPU registers are high-speed memory location built into the microprocessor. The main job of a register is to receive information, hold it temporarily, and pass it on, as directed by the control unit. So, the CPU is a high-speed memory location. Ibig sabihin, it is a memory or storage part ng CPU. It holds information and pass it to the control unit kapag kailangan na siya. So we have here the components of CPU. Na-discuss na rin to dun sa ibang video. Ilalagay ko na lang sa description box or dyan sa taas ng screen para mapanood nyo kung hindi nyo pa alam yung CPU. So we have here memory or storage unit, control unit, arithmetic logic unit, or ALU. So sabi kanina, registers are high-speed memory location. So, ibig sabihin, the memory or storage unit ni CPU, that is also the registers. And with the use of buses, meron siyang nakakonect na cache. Okay, so, it depends on how we speak that. For me, that is cache. Yung iba, cache. So, for this video, we're going to use the word cache. So, these buses will pass data dun sa different parts ng CPU para ma-process siya. Okay? So, from the cache, it will pass data dun sa register. And from the register, it will give to the arithmetic logic unit para ma-process yung data. After processing the data dun sa ALU, it will pass again to the register. Tapos, from the register, it will give to the cache. From the cache, idadala niya yan sa main memory. And dun sa main memory, pwedeng save dun sa secondary memory or it will be displayed on the input-output devices. So, ganun yung transfer ng data dun sa CPU. So, along with the arithmetic logic unit, how register works together in a single bus structure. So, dun sa previous image na napakita natin, we use as bus to transfer data. So, how register works along with ALU. So, let's say we have this single bus structure. So, we have different registers, just like IR or instruction register. We also have ID, instruction decoder. They are connected to each other. So, these registers will be discussed mamaya. So, gamitin na lang muna natin yung mga acronyms nila. We also have what we call the PC. Meron din tayong MAR and merong MDR. These MAR and MDR, these are the memory. The next we have the ALU. Along with ALU are the general purpose registers. So, I repeat, this register will be discussed further dito din sa video na to. Kaya panoorin nyo. So, let's have the instruction register or IR. It holds the current instruction that is being executed. It stores the instruction. The IR stores instruction that is currently executed or ginagawa pa lang ni processor. So, along with the IR, we have the instruction decoder or ID. Instruction decoder decodes the instruction to generate the necessary signal. So, ibig sabihin, the instruction na naka-store kay IR, ide-decode yan ni instruction decoder para alam kung ano yung signal na isasend niya dun sa other part or other unit of the processor. We also have the program counter or PC. Program counter keeps track of the instruction that is to be executed next to the completion of the current instruction. So, the program counter, siya naman po ang tumitingin kung ano na po yung next na i-execute after nung ginagawa ng processor ngayon. So, para dire-diretso yung pag-process ng data. The program counter is a type of register which doesn't store any instruction but stores the address of the next instruction to be executed. So, wala siyang laman na instruction. Ang laman niya, guys, is yung address or kung anong number na yung next na i-execute. Memory Address Register or MER. Memory Address Register holds the address of active memory location. When the CPU wants to store or read data from the memory, CPU stores the required address of memory location in MER. So, kapag may kukunin na data or store na data, kung asan na yung MER, dun ilalagay yung data or dun kukunin yung data. So, along with the MER, we also have the Memory Data Register or MDR. It holds the data. So, kung yung MER kanina, it only holds the address, yung MDR naman, guys, ang hawak niya is the data. The primary job of MDR is to handle the data transfer between the main memory and the processor. Then next, we have the General Purpose Register. The General Purpose Register are used for different purposes including holding of intermediate result. So, madaming ginagawa si General Purpose Register. Kasama po dyan, guys, is yung pag-store ng result na na-process ni processor. Let's say ito yung memory. So, we have the instruction add A, D. and it is located on M. Yung M guys, that is being stored on MAR, Memory Address Register. And yung instruction add A, B, that will be stored kay MDR or Memory Data Register. So, from the MDR, it will be passed on IR kasi instruction siya. Okay? So, the IR will use instruction decoder para makapag-send ng signal dun sa other part ng computer. So, we have A as the address. Meron siyang data na 5. And meron tayong B na address at ang laman niya na data is 2. So, yung 5, that will be passed kay MDR and it will be passed to ALU para ma-process. Then, yung 2 na laman ni B, it will also be passed kay MDR and will be sent to ALU. So, the instruction is to add A and B. So, ibig sabihin niya, add niya po yung 5 and 2. After processing, masasend yung result sa General Purpose Register. So, from the General Purpose Register, it will be sent sa MDR and will be sent kung anong memory address ang current na nasa memory. So, doon i-store yung data or the result.
So, that's it guys. Kung may katanungan pa kayo, just comment down below at sasagutan natin yan isa-isa. Para sa iba pang tutorial videos,